Welcome to the Thursday night. We got the chill side on the left and Miss Key on the right.
All right, so we back in.
You just wanted me on the show because you wanted somebody cute beside you. I ain't got time. I know what you is.
Is that what it's about? Is that what it's about?
If you didn't know.
Well, if you didn't know. Hey.
Know what I said?
I said what I said as well.
Did the music just stop like that?
It did.
Welcome back, everybody.
Just
Welcome
like
back
that.
to If You Didn't Know. This is your Thursday night podcast with your girl, Keep It Clean, aka Key the host. With
and the chill side, baby. We keeping it clean.
We keeping it clean
But
today.
you be dirty sometimes.
I really
You know
be
that
dirty.
mouth.
Yeah.
And just the mouth.
Yeah.
You know, just
Bad habits though.
Oh,
Okay, just want to say
is that what we doing?
a little bit. So.
Is that what we doing?
Listen, it's all up. I am so excited to be here on this podcast. Listen, I had to enter a raffle to be selected. I had to enter a raffle
And it was not an easy one.
to choose who I wanted to be with.
Oh, no, you didn't.
No,
This one here, this girl here.
Listen, it was like if you have a hard time choosing who you want to be with, put your number in the box. We're gonna pull you out and we're gonna select which show you should be with. I was like, okay, cool. No, I'm joking. Everybody, welcome back to If You Didn't Know, where we are your podcast of resources, information, connecting, networking, and opportunities. So, as we mentioned before our commercial break, we wanted to let you all know that if you have children between the ages of 12 and 15 years old, we would love to connect them with an employment provider that can give them some life skills. They will receive an internship or stipend, weekly stipend. So, it may be one lump sum internship upon the completion of the If You Didn't Know internship with our podcast.
Yes.
We will delegate your child. We will delegate your child to a designated entrepreneur and location as to where they will accrue life skills, work experience, and work readiness opportunities, and they'll receive an incentive. So that way, guess
Definitely.
what? You ain't got to buy no Xbox cards.
Hello.
You ain't got to buy them lashes.
Hello.
You ain't got to pay for Chipotle.
Hello.
They got their own money.
Yes.
All right. So
Yes.
connect with us at info@ifyoudidn'tknow.net so that we can give you more information on that. Just send in the email youth employment. In the email youth employment, we will need your youth's name, address,
Yes.
your contact number, your youth participants' contact number, and their age. Okay, so the address is most important so we can know which neighborhoods we need to connect your party to.
And then the other thing is with that is you can also, at the end of this, we will also have a link in the comments where you can just click on it. There'll be a contact form where you guys can plug all that information into it. And I really want to keep reiterating that if you guys are interested in volunteering and helping, if you have resources that you want to provide, if you want to actually mentor a peer, make sure that you really do inbox us, hit us up at info@ifyoudidn'tknow.net so that we can get together, collaborate, and figure out what areas you want to help us in, what areas that you can provide resources to. That you can provide resources to and get this ball rolling, because it takes a village. I cannot say that enough. It takes a village for us to get out here and canvass these neighborhoods, the streets, the schools, the different communities, and reach out to the youth. There are so many things that we are currently lacking in the community, and if we aren't taking part in making sure that we get out here in the street and talk to the youth, we can't be afraid of them. You cannot be afraid. We have to do more than just create a podcast, create a channel, be on the radio. We have to get out there and we have to canvass the neighborhoods. We have to speak to them individually, and we have to speak to them in a manner in which that they know that we're not better. We don't feel we're above. We don't feel like we have anything more than you. We just want to reconnect. We want to find out, what's going on. Because a lot of these kids, they feel like it don't matter. They have this attitude or, persona as to all of us is going to die. All of us are going to die. They just living for the day and so forth. They're not looking at making sure that they have a future or, or feel as though someone cared if they, live or if they die or not. So it's important for us to get out there and say, what are we lacking as individuals? What do you feel that as adults, as figures, that we're not providing you with that is causing you to A, B, C, D, E? Because sometimes we have to take the defense mode off and actually say, what is it that we're not doing? We may think we're doing everything correctly. We may think that we're providing enough, but oftentimes we aren't. Sometimes kids just want to be heard. There are so many kids when we have the suicide prevention line and so forth to make sure that you guys reach out to, because there are a lot of kids who just feel like they don't have anyone.
And an anti-bullying hotline.
Yes. They feel like that no one is going to listen, that it doesn't matter, or they're going to be judged. And this is a judge-free zone. Mm-hmm. This is a platform, whereas we want to make sure that we are connecting fully across the board, that we are providing the necessary resources that you need, and that we are fully engaging.
Yes. Speaking of engaging, one thing I want for everyone to do is self-inventory on not only yourselves, but your households as well. I also want you to know that you aren't your only influence on your children's lives, okay? And you may very much so be doing the very best that you can, but just can't reach them because you've aged out of the connection with your young person, okay? And this is at any age, whether it's a toddler to an adult, pre-adolescent or in adolescence. And there may be a community that can reach your child that is more positively inflicted and influential. So I want you all to connect with us and reach out to us. We have several mentorship programs, several apprenticeship programs, and internships that we can connect your children to.
Yes. Okay. And some of those things that we will be helping them with, even with you have kids in the school system, that's one of the things that we're doing. We're going to communicate with some of the counselors that are in the different area schools for the kids that are at more of a disadvantage.
Yes.
And we want to bring them in. We want to show them, how to do design. We want to allow them to be able to shadow and go into different businesses and provide them with the community service hours and things that they have, and start building, their morale. A lot of times they just need that morale boost,
And we will not only limit the community service hours to those who are seniors in high school, but we will also extend that invitation to those who are returning citizens. Yes. So if you have a loved one who just so happens to be a teenager, or just so happens to be an adolescent or pre-adolescent who is in need of community service hours to complete their parole or probationary period, we would like for you to connect with us at info@ifyoudidn'tknow.net so that we can get them connected appropriately to one of the CSOSA representatives or the court and district appeals office, and see if we can get some things overturned. In the future, we will also link with one of the liaisons for the expungement.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yep. So we'll look
forward. Critical.
It's critical. So we'll do that not only for the District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. Yeah. The age ranges for the mentorship is based on the need. So we will assist you from toddler
all the way
to senior.
I guess you can say to senior.
Definitely. I'm a mentor to my senior here, and she's doing quite well.
Hey,
in the arc of safety.
Absolutely,
absolutely. So no, but all jokes aside, we would definitely like to expand and support for all families, because we want to bridge the gap. We want to connect our parties and our family and household members with secured employment. We want them to be ready for the workforce world, even if they're looking to establish their own business.
Exactly.
They can't do it without skill set and structure first.
And we're reaching out to individuals and who are not just Black-owned, but the small businesses in general within the community that can take out a moment and say, let me talk to this kid, or let this kid come and shadow me. Let me explain to them how I did this. You have so many areas, whether it's poverty, whether it's suburban, whether it's a good area, you still have kids, that are in all of those areas that still have a need. And we want to make sure that we reach them and that we connect with them, and they feel comfortable enough to divulge whatever is going on and help them, because it's all about that helping hand. Also, one of the other things that we will be doing is, I don't want to say big brother, big sister program, but it's, and I don't want to limit it to just saying mentor. I want to say shadow. we're going to allow kids to come in and shadow our individual businesses.
Yes.
As well. Our individual businesses, because we have to instill in them what a day-to-day it looks like in a work environment.
Absolutely. From establishing your business to getting your business registered, licensed, and bonded. Also, hands-on. What does a day look like in our shoes? So we will also have pioneers who are in advanced career placement for their businesses, whether it's entrepreneur or whether it's storefront, franchise, corporate, or what have you. We will definitely partner with those particular entities to do placement. Yeah. So speaking of employment, I'm glad you brought that up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we wanted to make sure that we introduced an opportunity for your younger people to be in a safe and welcoming environment. One of the biggest triggers for me that I've identified, not only in corporate America, but in blue collar, and the majority has been in the entrepreneurship, right? And it has been some of the customer service. And when I say the customer service, internal and external customer service matters. How you treat your coworkers and how you treat those who you're servicing, that matters in all facets.
It does.
I was researching just some of the statistics that is surfacing in America, and I was just seeing whether or not there is some type of connection with the violence that is going on in the world today.
And I believe it is. People are lacking employment, and when you start lacking employment, you begin to not be able to fill the needs of your home environment. And when you can't fulfill the needs of your home environment, what do? And a lot of people choose or feel like they have no other avenue than to do things that are going to jeopardize their freedom. But again, they feel their backs are up against the wall. I can't get this. I can't get help here. And then you have those gains. You have those things that drive people to the extreme, when if they had people or individuals who was providing additional resources, they're labor ready. It's an excellent program. It's day to day. You go to Labor Ready. You say, hey, I'm here. I'm signing up. Where am I going today? You may not have a consistent location that you're going to every day, but if you show up at Labor Ready, at your local DLR, Department of Labor Licensing and Regulations, if you go to your local one, they actually have the Labor Ready programs, and they can send you on different job sites per day, and you get paid the same day.
You get paid
the same day. So there are resources out there. It's just making the awareness of it. But I do feel like, bullying in the workplace, the lack of morale, feel like you're being targeted, being stressed out, and they do have programs within the work environment, your EAPs and so forth, where you can go and talk about those things. But a lot of times, they feel as though that I go there, it's going to be retaliatory. They're going to retaliate against me, and now they're picking at me for this. Everything I do is wrong and so forth, and people begin to shut down.
I was actually reading an article, and it mentioned it is believed that unemployment triggers participation in insurgencies, prompts people to join violent gangs, which we see out here in the District of Columbia and DMV. It drives people to extremism. And that it is the primary reason behind domestic violence. And that is something that we capitalize on, honing into seeing what the surface is from those stresses and those target areas of deficiencies in the household and in communities. There are, as we see now, the majority of the DMV has been gentrified. And not everybody is culturally adaptable or adapting easily as some of us who may have experienced a more suburban versus urban lifestyle. I'm not going to necessarily say you had to have a silver spoon, because some of us grew up in suburban demographics, and we weren't fed with the silver spoon. We still were poverty driven, but we just adapted to we were acclimated to different neighborhoods and cultural experiences. But we do see that there are certain things that's happening, like over in Southwest at the Wharf, where once that was one of the most heavy crime-influenced neighborhoods, and now you have a skating pavilion over there. You have the new Wharf. They have concerts. They have an arena down there. It's so many different things.
It's really nice down there. And DC is putting different skate parks throughout. They're opening up in different parks. and different activity-driven skateboard parks and all of that. The ice skating ring.
Yes.
So they just refinished and did up in Bethesda.
Yes.
So there's a lot of different things out there, but it's we focusing more so right now on the DMV area. But this is an issue that is global. It's across the world. This is going on everywhere.
This is global.
It truly is. This is global.
This is global. If you didn't know, this is global.
It's happening everywhere.
It's happening in your town.
The prices are too high. People feel like they are really up against a wall. But again, it's not something that's just happening here. It is across the world. The world right now, everyone is experiencing a lot of the same things. Whether you have a good job, whether you don't have a job at all of us, in some way, shape, or form, are in the exact same boat. We do have the same things going on because as the prices rise, it affects all of us. It may not affect us the same, but it still affects us.
It's going to affect us.
It's going to.
So what we want to do is just help bridge the gap. Try to do minor assessments to see what type of barriers that we can remove that invoke that type of disengagement, distraction, and we just want to make sure that we place them in an area in which they are interested in.
One of the things that just popped in that we should also include on our website. Make sure that you guys do tune in, because by us streaming live across multi-platforms, we're not just, there aren't just individuals that's in the DMV just viewing. There are people all over the world just viewing. So one of the things that we will do is we will make sure that on our website, under the resources tab on ifyoudidn'tknow.net, we will include different links and telephone numbers to places like the domestic violence outreach line, the hotline for food and things like that, that is more on a global, like when you call in and then you just hit the pound sign or, whatever number for your individual states. But that way we're not just providing resources for DMV, but we also are helping people who may be in different areas that are viewing. So we will make sure that we update the website to include, things that are outside of just the DMV for all of our viewers, because though we're local here in the DMV, our viewers are all over, and we want to make sure that we incorporate resources that you need as well.
Absolutely. So what we want to do is just make sure that we, again, bridge the gap, bring economical opportunities to not only the DMV and across worldwide, but to your households as well. So we will focus on different participating vendors who will support this mission and movement across the world.
I need a cheer for that.
Across the world. They're clapping for me.
They're clapping
for me. So what we want to do is just, again, maintain safety all over and try to eliminate the distractions. Try to prevent us from having to go on martial law lockdowns and things of that
Which
sort.
is happening.
It's happening.
Which is happening. You have Illinois right now. They've instituted certain laws and changed certain things and almost have them, people are calling it like they're a purge state and so forth, but with some of those laws that they have changed, it's scary as hell. Very especially scary. With the level of violence that they already have in Detroit. It's crazy, but there are so many different laws, and this goes to even with the vote initiative. We have to get out there and make sure that we're making sure across the states, getting out there and voting, not just for a president, but for your Congress people, for your people that's going into the Board of Education, for all of your elected officials. We have to get out there and vote, because when we don't, and we feel like, they're going to do what they're going to do anyway, and that, that a lot of it's rigged and so forth, even if it is, if your vote isn't counted in.
And one thing I will tell you, everybody sits at a different stance on what they want for their life. Yeah. So your vote matters. Just vote for the party that is more effective for the lifestyle that you want to live. Okay? Exactly. Now, one thing that I have learned, and I cannot be influential on which side you vote on, but for some people who focus more on the poverty-driven and staying in a certain tax bracket, I'm not sure where you want to go in your life or how far you want to go. But if you are nesting in your comfort zone, maybe a Democratic Party or vote may work for you. If you are a person who is going into a different tax bracket and you're focusing on capitalizing on low taxes for properties and things of that sort, maybe Republican may be for you because you can see the benefit of your return.
And whatever you choose, Democratic, Independent, Republican, liberal,
just vote
whatever.
For us. Just vote for us.
Just vote for us.
Just vote for us.
But just vote. Just vote.
Just vote for us.
Hey.
Just vote for us.
I'm about to go bet on some horses. We Rose Cross. No, I'm joking.
There you go. So listen, in all, we want to introduce safety to you all. October is coming up. We do have a few Harvest Fest. I know that some of you all may be celebrating Halloween with the little ones, so we want to keep you reminded to stay safe.
Yes.
We do have a few events that we want to introduce to you all. You want to speak on that?
Well, we have the Rock the Park in Franklin Park. That's going to be Saturday, October I believe it was the 16th.
It's going to be on the website.
It's going to be on the website, and it is from 4 to 10 as well. All of the local, the safest places to me, in my personal opinion, is things that are state driven, and not individually driven. So I will make sure that you focus on that. There are different haunted houses, pumpkin patches, and everything. Miller's Farm is doing one. You have the Greenwich Farm, you have Shady Brook Farm, all of this down in Southern Maryland, right outside of St. Mary's County. There are even Virginia. Everyone is doing them. I would do state-driven functions when it comes to the Halloween aspect, just because there are so many things out here just going on with individuals and their state of minds and so forth that you don't want to subject your kids to candy and all of those things that are not good. Even the local malls. I mean, you still have to be cautious.
Back in my day, we used to go trick-or-treating in Georgetown. They used to dump outfits and stuff like that and gift certificates in your bag. Now, I'm like, Snickers?
Right.
What?
Right.
Taffy?
The same old, you know. A lot of people getting tricked instead of treated. But, it's okay. It's okay. We're very humorous. We like to joke. We want to provide you guys with a lot of important information that will help you in your day-to-day lives. But at the same time, we have to make sure that we remain humorous. You gotta stay humorous. You gotta stay humorous.
Don't lose your smile.
Don't lose it.
Don't lose your laugh.
Because it's beautiful.
Laughter is important. Speaking of beautiful, fellas. Fellas. Speaking of
this part of this show was not approved.
Fellas.
She's rogue.
There you go. There, baby. So, fellas, I would like for you all to sign up. Valentine's Day is coming up. And guess what I'm going to do? I am going to feature a date with my host, the chill side. I'm going to do an auction. I'm going to do a raffle, as a matter of fact. Fellas, if you are single, you just want to have a little bit of fun, go on a date, bowl, do whatever, body paint, whatever it is that you want to do.
Did you say body paint?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got tattoos? I thought you was into that. So listen, she's a girl that thinks ink. So listen, I'll get back to you more on that after this break. Get your pen because you will win. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Don't forget to lock in with us each and every Thursday night between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. on
If You Didn't Know.net. Make sure you guys tune into If You Didn't Know.net. You don't have to stream or view us over the social media websites. You can actually go directly to our website at If You Didn't Know.net and view us right there on the live stream tab. Just hit the tab and then we will be.
And you can hit us on YouTube.
Hey,
please don't forget to subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
Get those subscriptions up for us. We need you to subscribe.
All right. We'll be right back after these messages. Right. Don't go nowhere. There you go.
Okay. Look at the time. Wake up. What are you doing?
Why you stop the music? Why you stop the music?
Why was this being funny?
Oh, you downloaded it.
This one's still live.
Snoop Dogg. Hold up.
Wait. Shots fired. You shooting at me. So we about to be on commercial. We about to cut to commercial. We about to be cut to commercial. I ain't messing with you. Let me see.
We need them other music.
We need to have a music. You want some other music?
Honestly, I think we need to have some playing music on live too.
Well,
very, very low.
Yeah. The playlist.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this one, y'all. So we are coming back. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. Welcome back. Welcome back to our Thursday night highlight with your girl Key, the host, and
the chill side.
Yes, at If You Didn't Know,
that's my
where
kid.
We are.
I like that. Hold on, let me do it again. You didn't engage. Come on, one more
You don't
time.
even know Snoop.
Hold on.
Hold up.
This one get on my nerves. You hear me?
I'm a good nerve. I'm actually the chill side. She has the wrong name.
Whatever.
Just call her Tay from the Round the Way.
Ooh, Tay from the Round the Way. Nah, everybody know the chill side is chill.
She is nice. Wait till you get this car warmed up.
Hey. It's a Chevy.
Anyway.
Chevelle.
DeVille.
Chevelle. No, you didn't.
So, fellas, guess what? Welcome back, y'all, to the Thursday Night Highlight, where we are your connected podcast for resources, entertainment, fun, love, connections, and the money, baby. And the money. Yes.
Let's get it.
Yes, let's get this money. So, what we want to do is tap into my single fellas over the age of...
Wait a minute, we went back to this?
I'm going back to this.
This was a joke at the end of the last...
It ain't no joke. It ain't... See, I'm panning. Pano.
And you all around the game.
Panda. Absolutely. So, fellas, if you are single and are looking for something new, a fresh face, a fresh case, and you put my girl in a fresh place. So, no. We want to introduce you all to A Date with the Host. I am going to sponsor this date. I can't wait to have some fun with you all with this one.
Yes.
I would like, you said you, So,
What?
I would like to introduce you all to A Date with the Host.
Okay.
I'm sponsored by If You Didn't Know. If you didn't know, I'm hooking Shantae up with the Eligible Bachelor. And guess what? You will have to go through the preliminary pre-screens of Key the Host. I am not.
She does not believe that I am happy in my solo individual world.
She's not.
People don't understand when you don't have the obligation to have to worry about another daily.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a sense of gratification. Now, it shouldn't be like that.
Bruh, you got a dog. You worry about somebody daily. You have 2 dogs. Kevin Samuels said, buy a dog, live alone.
Rest in peace.
To the dog?
To what he said.
He still lives.
To what he said. You know, but no, all jokes aside.
All jokes aside, that wasn't a joke. We're going to have you all here next week. I want for you all to email me at info@ifyoudidn'tknow.net. Give me your age, height, race, and employment status. We'll get some measurements later. And keep in mind that I'm an artist.
And I'm sensitive about that.
Y'all be nice about it.
Y'all
all right?
funny.
All right, last but not least, if you have anyone in your family or community who are in need of sponsorship for groceries, please hit us up at ifyoudidn'tknow.net.
Yes.
We will be doing a raffle for 2 baskets.
That's info@ifyoudidn'tknow.net.
Info@ifyoudidn'tknow.net.
Yes.
Thank you for that. We will be doing 2 baskets per month.
Absolutely.
Full, the whole shebang.
Yes.
There was no age requirement for this household. 1 basket per household per
household. If you know someone in need, you know, all of your information is private. Nothing will be shared. You can remain anonymous and all of that. We will not share your information. What we will do is let you know, reach out with the pickup location for everything, and we will reach back out to the individuals who we specifically chose and who referred them to let them know they were chose. And if they choose or if they consent to us sharing, you know, the live picture or whatever of us contributing that to them, then we would do it. Other than that, it can stay anonymous. It will be between the family and the person who referred them. November 1st, I want you to have your, October 1st. I want for you to send your recommendation to us. Info@ifyoudidn'tknow.net. Yes. I want you to send the name of the household. I need the address and the best contact number for them. We will do our first drawing on November 1st. Yeah, okay. We will do the first drawing on November 1st. You have 30 days to get 2 families so that we can sponsor these households. If
you want to donate, I need for you to contact us at info@ifyoudidn'tknow.net and put in the subject line donation.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Donation.
Yes, and it's very important. So we definitely will be doing that, and then also that's for the family. The 2 that we're doing, the bags for the family, but we're also doing the
2 per month.
2 per month, and we're also doing the read to feed.
Need to feed.
And
read to feed.
It's read to feed, yeah.
Yep, read to feed, and then need to feed. Okay,
yes.
So read to feed is when
we have, it's almost like you guys remember back in the day when we had the Book It program. That's basically what we're doing. We're bringing that back in because to the schools and so forth. And we will be advertising this at schools as well. But we want to make sure the kids are actually still reading. So many kids are just on the game.
And adults, too. Adults, you all can start reading, too. Because I've had a few conversations with a few people. And I would like for you
to But it's all about enrichment and upper mobility. And we want to make sure that the kids are still reading. So it's almost similar to the Book It program. And you guys can, again, sponsor or say some individuals that you believe will be good participants for it. But we will also be going to the schools and so forth and making sure that we put that out there. And we'll do it. It's basically like a lottery. And that will be the additional 2. And it'll be for the kid. And we want to make sure it's not just going to be about the reading and so forth. We're going to check in with them. And it's almost as if we're still shadowing and doing additional mentorship. For the kids, because again, it's putting that footwork in.
So you get food for thought, we give you food for your belly.
Hey.
Food for thought, give you food for your belly. Food for thought,
give you food for your belly.
That's it. All right, that's it. So look, keep in mind, we will have so many resources and information. We will do a recap next week. Next week we will be offline, but on the phone. You all can give us a call at 202-455-5872. That's 455-5872. Don't forget that our zip code is, I'm sorry, area code is 202. All right. 202. You can give us a call to get any of these connected resources that we have introduced to you all today. Yeah. You all have been a wonderful audience.
They have, but we cannot forget to pay our homage and respect to Coolio. May he rest in peace at the age of 59. He was visiting a friend. The friend saw that he was taking a little bit too long in the restroom and come to find that he has expired. They're still not saying what he expired from, but we want to make sure that we do pay homage to Coolio. May he rest in peace at the age of 59. He had 10 children. 10. He had 10. But, he was, one of the most...
been spending most our lives.
Yes. In A Gangsta's Paradise from... You don't remember the other one? No. I'm going to give you a minute. Still?
No. Keep going.
So, so anyway, he was a Grammy Award winner and everything. He did a lot out here. There are so many... touching testimonials that it has been posted all day across social media to him. And again, we just wanted to make sure that we did say rest in peace to Coolio.
Fantastic voyage.
59.
59. That's young. These days, that's young.
59.
And on that note, we want to close out this show.
Yes, and make sure that y'all stay into each and every Thursday we will be either on air. Our live shows are going to be the 2nd and 4th Thursday of the month, and then our audio broadcast shows will be the 1st and 3rd. So make sure you guys stay tuned into ifyoudidn'tknow.net. This was just our launch show. Next week, you will hear recaps of what happened this week, and you'll also have interviews and so forth that's going to be taking place for every show going forward. This was just our let's get it launched.
Let's get it doing. We will recap next week, but we're going to close out with the spoken word. But please don't forget, if there's any information that you missed on this podcast, please review it. We will post the link for our YouTube right here. Post the link for the YouTube right here so that you may view this show without any interruptions. Also, we want to make sure that you will connect with us at info@ifyoudidn'tknow.net and subscribe with us on YouTube. If You Didn't Know Facebook, if you didn't know, join the group. We'll accept you right now to keep you in the loop and in the know of everything.
And it is a private group. It is a private group. So anything that you post in there is only for members only. And on Instagram, we're at if_you_didn't_know_podcast. That was so much. But they didn't have anything else available. I had to put podcasts on the end. So that's what we are on Instagram. But with all of our shows, we will be closing out in prayer. So if we can get you all to join in with us as we say a prayer, will you be leading this one? Or?
I can lead the prayer. You got a spoken word for today?
Will you do the spoken word? I'll do the prayer.
She know how to pray. She ain't really praise, man.
Hey. We want to thank all of our listeners and all of those who have tuned in with us. We want to first thank you for taking the time out to join us on our launch. And we also want to ask God to please watch over and protect all of our viewers. Protect all of us across the states, all of your children, Jesus, Lord God. Make sure that you keep us all uplifted, upbeat, and fully covered and comforted in your hands, Jesus, Lord God. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we ask you for full protection and unity throughout the world. In Jesus' name, we say,
amen.
Amen.
All right. Our spoken word for today is, it's not what you're going through. It's not where you've been. It's where you're going, and know that you'll win.
Absolutely.
All right. I made that up. Y'all keep in mind that I'm an artist. And I'm sensitive about that. All right, now. You all have been great. Don't forget to tune in with us next week.
The Chill Side, baby.
Be the host, baby. If you didn't know, can't wait to see you all again soon. And we will be having our guests live on the, what's the second?
Our guest live will be on the 4th. Live guests will be on the 4th Thursday of every month.
If you're interested in being a live guest on our show,
and we are sponsoring business owners on our second. So the second show of the month, business owners. On the 4th, just interviews for different people that's in the community doing things and whatever programs and so forth is coming up. So if you're interested, make sure you hit us at info@ifyoudidn'tknow.net, and we are out of here.
Have a great night. Like and share.
Peace. We all over here. I don't know.
Hold up.
Wait. Look, I ain't get this one. Finny.